Hey, hi, hello. My name is Emily, and thanks so much for hanging out with us on the Today Needs You podcast. This is where we have the chance to chat about all the things, from feelings and friendships to our favorite sneakers and our favorite Bible verses. We're going to tackle it all. I'm super pumped about today's episode, so let's dive in together. Hi guys, thanks for hanging out with us this week on the podcast. We are joined today by Carlie Dusek. She's a high school senior graduating any second now, which is crazy.
So crazy.
I love it. And so we're going to get some tips from her. And because she's super awesome and solid and fun and strong. But before we dive in, Carlie, introduce yourself to us and let us know a little bit about you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Carlie. I am a senior at Westlake High School.
Go Chaps.
And I am from Austin, lived here my whole life. I'm going to Abilene Christian for college.
So exciting.
I know, I'm so excited. And I am very involved at Lake Hills.
Yes.
And with teen teaching at school, like some what is that, like extracurricular at school?
Yeah, you're
Stuff
very
like
involved
with younger kids.
Yes, younger kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just love being outside.
That's
I'm
amazing.
such a, like, lake
what do you do
person.
outside? Lake, yes.
Well, I love to go fishing
Amazing.
and hunting and all that, but like just laying in the sun.
Oh, yes.
Just being
Vitamin
in nature.
D is like,
oh, for
yes.
sure. But anything in nature, the lake,
That's amazing.
favorite place ever.
I think my thing is the water.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
anytime I'm around water,
It's incredible.
it's truly magical
Yeah.
for me.
It's like such a peace.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now going to dive into Saggy Braggy, which is a lot like highs and lows, but your braggy is not just something good that happened to you or something that you're looking forward to. It's something that you're proud of, something that you have like worked hard to achieve or accomplish. And then saggy is like a low. So
Okay.
would you like to kick us off?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Start. Okay. Let's start with saggy.
Okay, yes.
Probably just like this last reach of senior year.
Yes.
Senioritis is like really a thing.
Yeah, you're like in the home stretch.
Yeah. I didn't realize like that it was like this much
Yes.
until
Because you like know where you're going to school already.
Yes.
Like
it's like I'm just ready to graduate. I need
Yeah.
to walk across that stage and be done.
you're so close.
And
And then braggy. Yeah.
Braggy, probably that I shot my first turkey.
Oh my
last
gosh.
weekend.
Congratulations. That
Thank
is like a
you.
very different experience.
Than any other hunting I've done.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's side of the family, they're like all hunters, all the guys.
Yeah.
And the girls some.
Yeah.
My cousin Sophie, she hunts deer every year. And like because we all go there for Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I have not hunted in a while, but turkey hunting is like
Turkey hunting
totally
is
different.
for real.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
crazy. That's awesome. Where were you?
Johnson City.
Oh, nice.
So not far at all.
Yeah, no. That's
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah. so much fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. What a braggy.
I
That's
know,
good.
right?
Yeah. That's a first. That's a first for our braggies. I love it.
Here we go.
Yes. Mine really quick. My saggy is that I have been really good at hitting snooze over and over again. That has been my superpower
relate
the
with
last
that
couple
one.
of weeks. And my braggy is that even though I like have woken up later than I mean to, I'm getting quicker at jumping right into the day, which I'm trying
feel
to
like it's a
work
very
on.
good
I'm trying
thing.
to fix. Like
Yeah.
I want more space between waking up and being productive, but I'm still like we're
At
problem
least you're
solving.
being productive.
We're problem solving. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm happy about that.
Okay, good.
I love it. Thanks, Carlie.
Yeah.
I feel so good talking to you. Okay, so today I just wanted to get
Did you
some
do your
like,
braggy?
Yes, my braggy is that I'm like doing a better job.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm still being productive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My productivity is improving even though my superpower is hitting snooze a lot.
There you go.
So, yeah. Overcoming self-inflicted adversity is
There
like,
you go.
Yeah, that's my braggy. I've done these terrible things and I'm still doing okay. Is the braggy.
Good.
Just semi-braggy.
No, it is.
Thank you. But okay, so wanted to get some tips and tricks from you just because you're like like you are someone who's super involved in helping younger kids, younger girls, and also like do a lot of fun and exciting things. So I wanted to start by asking you, what is something what's a skill or like a trait that you are hoping to improve on or develop in the next few months?
Okay. I feel like being consistent.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That I feel like I get on like long terms where I'm like consistent for so long. And then I like go on vacation and then I'm like not consistent. And I feel like I'm like really trying to learn that now before I move off to college and like have to start a whole new routine.
That's so good.
Because I feel like if I can get the mindset of starting it now, it should be easier to start later.
Yes.
Which hopefully. But yeah, just trying to be more consistent, and not even like just with like my faith, but just like with everything.
Yeah. Because I think it all helps each other.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I feel like if you're more consistent about one thing, it's easier to be consistent about a lot more other things.
So what are some things you are hoping to be more consistent with?
Well, I started really using like a planner.
Oh,
which like I've always been a planner
like
person.
Like a hard copy planner?
Yeah, that
Ooh,
I leave open 24/7, so I have to look at it.
It's life-changing, is it not?
No, it is.
Yes.
And then like really making sure I'm like checking off when I'm done with things. So I like get the like satisfaction that like I'm done with this.
Yes.
So a planner, also like setting reminders in my phone that like, okay, it's time to like move on, do something new, or like, so I like am still making time for each thing at each day.
That's so good. That was like the kicker for me when like trying to build a new habit or something.
Yeah.
I would hope that it randomly appeared in my brain to start doing it, and that never worked.
Oh, I know. Or I think about it like at night and I'm like, okay, I need to do this the next day, and then I never remember of it.
Oh my gosh, it's like believing in your future self. I don't know if you've like heard of that concept, but it's like I always believe in my future self to do all the things that I did not do that day, or to do it like completely differently. Yeah. And it is like I always believe in myself, and there's a balance. Oh, I can believe in myself, but I'm also going to set myself up for a win. And so like I love the idea of like setting reminders is so smart because that is kind of the only way you're going to start being able to do new things and do things differently, I think.
For sure. And just like getting motivation to start things.
Yes.
I feel like I'm like on that side of TikTok that's like so like productive and like put together. It's like the house cleaning, everything's always the same. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's like what I want to strive for.
I actually just started because of TikTok. I just started a like checklist for each of my days on the Notes app, so that I give each and like I do the check boxes, you know, or like
those
the
are
circles.
My favorite that you could hit it and it like
it is like so satisfying.
Such a good feeling.
And so like checking out, like I'm writing out everything that I plan to do in the day, whether it's work, whether it's routines or being more consistent with whatever it may be, like okay, this is what I'm gonna cook today. This is what this is how much water this is when I'm gonna drink my water, or when I'm gonna check in with my water drinking, whatever. And it is the best feeling in the world.
Especially when you like complete things.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Such a good feeling.
I love it so much. Being consistent. That is a really good one. And there are so many like practical ways to do that. We also, I am going to use this as a shameless plug. We have a habit tracker on our website where you like, it's 28 days. So it's 4 weeks you can work on 3 habits at one time, because I am notorious for getting the habit trackers that have like 20 different things and like 30 different days, you know? And I, again, believe in my future self to do unsustainable, insane things. Yeah. And I never do it. And so this habit tracker is like, I can only fill in 3 different things.
Which is like the perfect amount. Not too many, but like just enough.
You get a weekly streak. So even if you do something just like one time in a week, you get to like fill in a blob for that whole week. And it is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's because I had to like simplify it for myself and like celebrate like consistency over time, not just like, oh, I failed because I missed this one day.
But yeah, super fun. So thank you for this.
You gotta start small.
Yes. Thank you for this time to, for my shameless plug.
Yeah.
Okay. Carlie, you have lived in Austin your whole life, which is super cool. That is like, I feel like I moved here when I was 3.
Close
so I'm not
enough.
like technically born and raised, but I'm raised.
Pretty close. There you go.
I have no memories before living in Austin.
See?
But so you're kind of a unicorn.
Yeah.
And by kind of, I mean very much so, because most people in Austin now moved here recently,
sure.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But looking back, first of all, where did you go to elementary school?
Valley View.
Oh, I love that. I went to Forest Trail. We were like right beside each other.
Wait, that's
I
fun.
I was definitely there way before you were, but
that's okay.
You know,
close enough.
Yeah, the concept is there. But I loved it so much. I also played all my basketball games at Valley View.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's so
yes,
fun.
Growing up. But my dad was my coach.
Oh,
super
gosh.
fun.
Yeah.
I know. Wild times.
Mm-hmm.
But what is something, as you're kind of like getting perspective on going on to the next thing, what is something that you would tell your 10-year-old self to encourage her, and what is something you would tell your 10-year-old self as like a piece of advice?
Okay. Looking back, I would have to say just like keep your head up.
Oh yeah.
That like so many good things are to come.
Yeah.
Even though like my 10-year-old self probably had no idea where I would be in life right now. But yeah, to keep your head up.
What do you think your 10-year-old self thought things would look like now?
Oh my gosh, I don't even
like
know.
had no idea. Just no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not that I was going to Abilene Christian, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And probably just like not knowing like who I was friends with, or like
how
big of the community I'm in, and
that's
like
amazing.
how involved I am.
Yes.
And then to my future self, that's kind of a harder one.
It is.
Probably to just always look at the positive side.
I love that.
That I feel like there's a lot of changes coming soon.
Yes. Yeah.
But that in the end, like everything is meant to be how it's going to happen.
I love that.
And that just got to stay positive about it. Because in the moment, it may be like really hard. But in the end, I think I have made the choices that God wants me to. And I think it will all lead to the perfect
That's
path.
like you can't necessarily control your circumstances, but you can control how you respond.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can, it sounds like, I'm really impressed by like your priorities, like because you do a lot of things, and you are in a season of, I feel like everyone's about to be in a season of transition because
for sure.
Everyone's finishing whatever grade they're in.
Yeah.
And it's summer.
It's that time of the year.
Ooh, yes, it is. Like everyone is experiencing change. And I think for like when you talk about being consistent, leaning into what the Bible says and how the Bible shows us what to do and what not to do, and also being tied and connected to community. I think those 3 things, I think they keep you grounded and anchored no matter what's going on around us. And I think that is really cool and encouraging to see in you as like, oh, okay, like we can do this. Like,
oh yes, we can.
Yes, for sure. What are some ways that, because you are very connected to your community, and I think you have like you kind of have a community web, I feel like, where you have like a lot of different relationships.
Yes.
And so what would you say are some benefits to your community?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I feel like I kind of have so many like different type of people to go to.
Yeah.
And I've gotten really lucky with the community I'm in, but I feel like I have just tons of different people to lean on. And, you know, I have people that they've walked through like everything with me. And then I have people that have been there for like just the bad or just the good.
Yeah.
And so getting to like have them all with me at the same time is like really special. And especially like with a lot of change, I feel like especially going to college, is I have so many different people like supporting me and like still walking with me, even though I'll be like 3 hours away. And so I feel like that's
super nice.
Yeah, super, super nice, and like helps a lot to know that like I always have like people to come back to.
Absolutely. I think that's amazing. And you are so connected to your school community, your church community, and your family.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is like that is, I feel like that's one of the best ways to set yourself up to handle whatever comes your way, and especially change. Like you are in a season of transition, and it's an exciting one, and it's also a big one.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for you. Thank you for sharing and for just being such a joyful smile that fills a room, whatever room you're in. If you're watching and if you're listening, you definitely hear her smile because it is so contagious. And thank you for sharing your
having me.
Insights and encouragement, Carlie.
I'm so happy I got to come do this.
Me too. Thanks so much. And thank y'all for hanging out with us today. And we will definitely be around next week. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yay!
Thanks so much for listening while we're just getting started. If you want to stay plugged into this community, like, subscribe, and let us know what you'd like to hear more about, who you would like to hear from by shooting us an email at info@allthethings.community.